See in shot right now, the president has arrived at the factory. He's just been given an oversight visit of the factory and being told exactly how the progress is thus far. In shot now, you see the deputy president, Didi Mabuza, also here as well. And you'll see right now in the middle there with a black mask, that is President Ramaphosa, walking with the manufacturing technologist, being shown exactly what is happening inside this vaccine site that is able to produce 300 million JNG vaccines here at the specific factory.
The vaccine comes together with the other ingredients which we use to make the vaccine.
Okay.
This is a 9-hour process.
Wow.
As you can see, it takes effort, a number of people to conduct this process. This is the really beginning of now. We are putting the product into a vial this evening. So the process has already started. This is the disposable single-use technology that we use. It allows us to turn over the line quickly. So once everything has been decanted, we move straight onto the filling line, which is further down. I will show you where we do the filling.
So this is where you get the compound.
This is the compounding, yes. The vaccine and the buffer come together. And from here, then we'll sterile filter it to prepare for the solution to go through to the filling line.
Okay.
So it's
So this is the pot. It's cooking it.
Yes, this is the cooking pot.
It's the cooking pot.
Yes.
I prefer to understand it that way.
It's the cooking pot.
So that's the president being explained exactly what's happening here, saying that the first part there is the cooking pot, and now he's taking us the next phase of what happens here at this vaccine site. Let's listen into this.
Where's the DP?
Mr. President, this is the state of...
Yes.
Move out of the way.
Yeah.
Mr. President, this is the filling line. This is where it all happens.
Okay.
From the cooking pot, we go straight into the line.
Okay.
It's a highly automated line. What you see in front of us is called the isolation technology.
Yes.
What it does is that it keeps the environment at the highest level of sterility.
Yes.
To prevent anything going in. The pressure is positive, it's pushing everything out. That's how we ensure that now there's no ingress. Every operation that needs to happen inside there, you have to go through the glove with a sterile glove.
Okay.
So that you don't put your hands in there and compromise the environment and the product that comes out. You'll see the floors, the stainless steel is the highest grade 316. That is what is required for the operation of this nature. From here, the product goes out, and then we will pack it after inspection. I will take you through the inspection later. So right now, I'm going to take you through to the packaging department.
Okay. So this is where the little vials, the little bottles are filled.
One by one, yes. You saw on the video.
How many per minute?
320 per minute. That's where we set. Every minute, 320.
So that's
minimum.
1,600 doses, which amounts to about 5.
1,600
1,600
doses per
minute.
1,000. And then, is it sort of 24-hour operation or 16-hour or 8
No,
hours?
we run 24/7.
24/7.
As you see, these guys now, we've just finished a batch early hours of this morning.
Yes.
We turn over the line. The compounding starts. As you see, the next line comes in, so we don't stop. There is no stopping. The only now is we have the line we are setting up for the next batch.
So how many would you produce a day?
Nearly a million.
Nearly a million a day.
Just under a million. Yes,
Just
you're
a
right.
little under a million a
In
day.
one day, but we do the entire batch over 40 hours.
Yes.
In total.
Okay.
As we get better and better, and we've seen this,
Yes.
we are now moving below 40-hour mark, which is our cutoff time.
I think you're being modest. You did so well.
In 30 days. In 30 days.
No, they're being modest. They did so well that they beat the timelines and the speed's quicker. That's why we produced earlier. I mean, you
Yes.
did brilliantly. But can do nearly 1 million a day. Doses.
And this line, did it exist, or you built it up or reconfigured it for the COVID vaccines?
This line was in existence, but it was connected to what you call a stainless steel pathway, meaning the compounding was all stainless steel.
Okay.
But for this vaccine and how Johnson & Johnson runs it, they use disposable technology, which is what you see next door over here.
Okay.
So the line was, when it was built, when it was bought, it was already designed to cater for both single-use technology as well as, so it was thought in advance before we even knew this would come. So when the opportunity came, it was easier to connect and run
that
it.
was something we wanted to do. That's why you have isolation, which you need with vaccines. It was something that we wanted to gravitate towards, so we built it into the footprint.
So how, as they come to audit you, how do they rate you in the global sort of situation? Where are you on the league?
Well, certainly the J&J people, because, you know, we started 5th or 6th and we were one of the first ones out. So we certainly were top of the thing in J&J. In terms of quality, reliability, you're right at the very top here, because, you know, people like that don't use you unless you're not, you don't have to be even equal, you have to be better. And we're right.
So we're world class.
At the highest level. Yeah.
We compete with Europe and all these other places.
Well, we more than compete with them.
We more than compete.
I don't think we're going to keep
They
must use us as a They must use us as a benchmark.
They use us as a benchmark.
They actually are going to be the first, if not amongst the first, to produce for Johnson & Johnson. So they are really very competitive.
Wow, that's very good. Okay.
Deputy President, Mr. President, I'll take you now to the packaging department.
Okay. Okay. And so how many workers do you use per shift?
We run a 4-hour shift.
Yes.
Just on the filling line.
Just 4 hours?
No.
4-hour shift?
We have 4 shifts that run on 12 hours, so we relieve each other every 12 hours.
Okay, yeah.
So others are resting at home, others are here. So, this gentleman.
Your boot has fallen.
So, Mr. President, to answer
only a doctor would see it.
Per shift, we have 20 people.
Okay.
We have 20 people per shift.
Let's just move slightly.
So per shift we have 20 people, but that is just on that is through for the entire site. That's filling, inspection, and packaging. We have about 20 at a time, dedicated to the vaccine. So in a day you would have about 40 because the shift changes.
Yes.
Going to 10 left.
As you can see, we are making our way through the vaccine site. As you heard earlier on, that this specific factory is of world class. We are ranked high with this country such as Europe. We are now working our way up the stairs, so we may have a break in transmission. The President will take the lift up, but we are using the stairs, and we will now take you to see for yourself exactly how the vaccine looks when it's ultimately done in the factory. But just some interesting points coming out of that specific briefing with the manufacturing technologist is that million vaccines. And the technologists saying there that they are doing their best to make sure that we compete with global countries. Just a remark coming from the President there saying that not only are we competing with other countries, but we're actually on par, if not better, than the global standard that has been set. So we are making our way now up the stairs. We will go to the actual factory and show you exactly what the final product of the vaccine looks like once it has been packaged. Another interesting point to speak about in terms of this vaccine is that they are able to produce about 300 million vaccines per annum. Already you heard they've produced 1 million in a month, so it definitely is possible. And what you see in shot right now is the actual process of how the vaccine is packaged, it is done, and eventually packaged into these boxes. So you can see in shot right now, my colleague Gqeberha is showing you the packaging, how it's done, how it's placed inside the boxes. It's written COVID-19 vaccine, and this is the entire process, the entire value chain of how the vaccine is actually done as well. So all you see in shot right now is the actual process of how the vaccine is done inside the factory, exclusive footage that we have been allowed to take inside this factory. We are aware now the president is here. Let's go back and see what he has to say and what he's doing inside here.
So the two pieces come together. Let me show you the box. And fold it. And fold it. We'll pick it up and fold it. And then from here,
It carries how many? 6?
no, it takes one by one, but
Yeah,
the
but-
speed.
Yeah.
Or the one box will
Yeah.
carry 10.
Oh, okay.
Will carry 10. So it goes in and the box comes out like that.
Okay.
So from all that, this is what comes out. Mine behind you. Where's my mind behind you? At the same time, the box has to come together with the vial. So the vial is labeled on that machine at the back. You can see the key, it gets labeled, and it comes over the bridge.
So these are the vials.
This is now the vial. And then it comes over. And then from here, President and the deputy president, the machine will pick 5 at a time. 5 this time and 5 over there, it makes it 10. Yes. So this is, we set the speed for you to see what's happening. It runs more than twice the speed, whether it's football. Currently we are taking 450, slowing it down. So we take 400 to 450 cartons.
So these five can be picked up.
450.
As you can see, us as the media are scrambling to try to get the shots of the president and the deputy president are here. It's been given an oversight visit of what is happening inside the specific factory where this is the last area the vaccine will come to before it's packaged and then sent out for use.
5 doses, 5 doses, 3 milliliters, will take footage and 5 doses. So it's a 0.5 mil.
Oh, so they'll take out 3 mil
Yeah.
And then
inject. Yeah. 3 mil.
0.6. Yeah.
0.5. We put more so that there's extra.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't want to run short.
Yeah.
You can shoot,
No, you're allowed to video. What I was saying, the vial of the dose. Oh, okay, so but here there are 5, so we pay for 5. They want to leave it, huh? We pay for 5.
There's 5 in there.
5 people.
5 people.
No, let me understand. The pricing is per what? The vial of the dose. Okay. So that's okay. I said 10 cents fine.
As you can see, the president has just been given a brief overview of exactly what's happening inside So, as you can see, the president and the deputy president are being given a brief oversight of what's happening inside this factory.
We wouldn't have got it.
This is Italian. Now, what is it? Is that Italian or German technology?
There's a bit of both.
This is Switzerland.
This is Switzerland. Yeah.
But it's combined with the German.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Beautiful.
Beautiful, eh? Thank you for coming.
Here, this is where the package insert is put into. So each box has its own package insert information on the vaccine. If you look over there, as it comes out, you see it gets picked, taken over.
Yeah, so
so each box, each carton gets its own.
Its own
Can we have one, please? Can I get one, please? Thank you for you.
So is this
You can
all the
open it.
information?
Yes, all the information.
So this is, but it's empty.
No.
I want to look.
No, the information is all coded in here.
Oh, it's coded.
You no longer write long, because no people can't, when they read, you get tired. So you scan here and you go straight to what you want, and it tells you. That's why it has this code.
Wow.
That's the technology. That's how you do. It's a 2D code. You scan
scan
the code, and it gives you the information.
You use your phone.
Yes, you can use your phone.
Yeah, you just scan it.
Yes, so that you don't, because if you sit with this thing, so thick as it is, you're trying to read line by line. You can't. Technology has moved in the recent years. It has moved.
Oh, dear.
All and this is the most important line.
Okay. What does this
It looks
do?
very small, but it's the most important.
Why?
This is where sterilization happens. The anti-counterfeit happens on this station.
Anti-counterfeit.
Anti-counterfeit happens on this station. So what happens in this station is the box is coded with a unique number that is recognizable international. Doesn't matter where you go, whether you go to Australia, China, Europe, that number will link back to
And
the...
is this the number?
No, the number is coded on the box. I will show you on the other side. I need to grab one box before it goes in. I need to grab one box. The box is empty.
Yes.
As it enters this machine.
Yeah.
Can you throw it back in? On the other side of the line, the box is closed. You'll see there's a code at the back with all the information. All that information is now kept in a file that internationally will be recognized that this is the original vaccine. It was produced at Aspen in this facility. What was the batch number? What was the day? So that if somebody comes and says, "Oh, I've got the Aspen vaccine," and you scan it, it will tell you that this is a counterfeit. It's not. That is why this is the most important line from a security point of view. From this point, I'm going to show you on this side information.
So it's already...
The box is the serial number, as well as the expiry date. The lot number is a 2-year expiry date. And this is the lot number. Again, you scan the barcode, this code, it will tell you everything you need to know about this product. But this code tells you, identify that this box came out of this line on this day. All the information is coded in here. Oh, and that label you are asking for?
To close it.
From a security point of view.
Yes.
The box is glued.
Yes.
Once the box is glued, then we still put on a tamper-proof evidence.
Yeah.
So if somebody has tampered with it, you
You'll
can
see.
see. But if it's by accident, the box is already glued.
Yes.
So it means somebody will have to deliberately
Unglue it,
unclue it, then you
open
know something has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the entire box is a single unit from a security point of view. From here, it's ready for the road. So we are going to take you to the line. You saw on the video the boxes. If you come this side, the boxes that go in.
Yeah, we saw
In
the
a single file, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's the first floor.
That's the first.
Yes, and then as soon as the hole is full, it takes about a minute
Yes.
to pack all of those
Yeah.
into a single file.
Yeah.
So once that is done, the robot will take it and put it in the box, and then take it out, and then it will scan the box on the outside.
Yeah.
That scanning identifies that which carton is in which box.
Yeah.
So we should be able to know, we would know that if this box was sent to Australia, which cartons went in there. So that is why that machine and this one, they are linked. If there's the issue with the ink or the issue of the coding, the box gets rejected before it goes into the box. I will take you so you can see the coding in the box.
As you can see, we are carrying on with our vaccine site of the J-gene vaccine being produced in Aspen. The technology is taking the present step-by-step guidance on what exactly happens in this factory, how the vaccine is taken from production to boxing, and then finally the final product that's taken to the people that need it the most.
Barcode which links with
The badge
yes
to the box.
so you know which box went into which box, which carton went into which box. So when we scan it and somebody has bought it, we know that this box went to Mpumalanga on this day. Which boxes were inside that, which cartons were inside that box, so which vials, which vaccines went.
See, if something goes
Something
wrong,
goes wrong,
with
yes.
one of those vials, you need to be able to
You can even check and say, how did that box end up in Mpumalanga when it was destined for KZN? So this is the part that our guys are going to test at the moment. The machine will take the cartons, put it in a box, box will close, gets closed,
And closes
and
it.
takes it and puts
Seals
it.
it.
Yes.
All automated.
All automated, but you still need the labor
Yeah.
to feed the machine, to set up the machine, clean the machine. So although from a job perspective, you can't do away with people. You cannot. In fact, at the speed we are running, we need more people. We cannot cope.
What qualifications do the people have here?
We have
Who work here?
we have engineers, electrical engineers, we have mechanical engineers. We also have process engineers because we need people who can think
right.
along those lines. But over and above, we also have pharmacists and pharmacist assistants
So
supporting.
the people we saw in the port area, in the kitchen.
Those ones are pharmacists
They are
and
pharmacists.
engineers. Pharmacists and engineers.
So
But we
they
also
are doing the cooking.
they're doing the cooking. We also have unskilled labor.
Yeah.
We can't do one more row and then concludes our tour.
So each box would have how many?
It has 48 cartons, which is 480
Yes.
vials,
Okay.
times 5 doses per vial.
Wow. Okay. All right.
You can go straight on.
See what you never saw was the filling problem. The filling area,
Yeah,
which you
but
just can't see.
no, you can't be there.
But you could see it in the
No,
video.
you can
You
see
saw
the
the
video. It's amazing how this system automatically runs itself. What do you do here?
Yeah, but in the filling section, not on the container.
On the cooking pot.
Sipuka.
Where we cook
where you cook. So what did you learn at school?
I did a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering, so I'm a chemical engineer.
You're a mechanical engineer? Chemical. Where did you do it?
I did it at the University of Johannesburg, and then I did my postgrad at UNISA.
Okay. So did you have a NSFAS bursary?
Yes, I did.
So say it again.
On my undergraduate,
Just say I got a NSFAS bursary from the government.
I'm here now.
You're here now. Oh, thank you. That's very good.
Thank you.
Very good. So then you did you said Johannesburg. And then after that, UNISA.
After that, UNISA, and I'm doing my honors
with UNISA. Okay. Very good. Did you do honors? So you're happy to be here?
I'm very happy to be here.
You're doing your PhD now?
I'm doing my PhD now.
In what?
Pharmaceutics.
In pharmaceutics. How much are they paying you?
Salary confidential.
Watch out for your shoes.
President,
How many graduates actually don't
she's not telling me
fantastic.
how much she's earning.
You've also raised
I'm
the
saying
standard
salaries
of
are confidential.
The Deputy President, she's from Mpumalanga.
Yeah, Mpumalanga.
Yes, from Secunda.
Yes. Secunda. Wow. No. That's very good. That's good. Lo baba lo. Usitshela ukuthi uvele eMpumalanga.
Okay. Just quick one over here. This is the line. So, I will show you. And then each of them gets labeled.
Are they already filled?
They're very close. Okay. So, and inspected for quality. And then they get labeled here. Yeah. That's why then it has the vial must leave the box.
Yes.
So it moves from this side. So there are multiple cameras checking for multiple items.
Okay.
One is checking that the batch number is correct.
Yes.
And the other checks that the expiry date is
that's
correct.
the camera there.
Yes, the camera checks that the label has got the right information on it. And then the other one checks for the expiry date. The other one checks for the batch number. That is the correct, so that you don't have a batch number on a wrong label or wrong label with a wrong expiry date. So all of this is to ensure that from a quality perspective, you know exactly what is where. You don't miss a train in between. As you can see, there's goes around the corner.
You haven't messed up yet.
You have to learn something new every day here.
You must be enjoying this, isn't it? So what do you do actually? What is your specific task?
I ensure quality is followed throughout the whole process, from compounding, dispensing, labeling and packing, everything is overseen by pharmaceutical team members.
Excellent. Nice to meet you.
Same here, please.
As you will understand, there is a large media contingency here. Obviously, a lot of excitement in the air because PE was the place where they found the second variant, and now PE Gqeberha is the same place where now we are producing a solution to the COVID-19 vaccine virus by producing the J&G vaccine. So obviously there's a lot of excitement from the workers, from those on the ground, from technicians to manufacturers. Everyone really excited to be part of the solution to fighting the pandemic, and everyone wants to make sure that they inform the president about which part they are playing in being part of the solution to this pandemic that is plaguing the country. We're now making our way out of the factory into another area where the president's been taken to. He's been showed, obviously, all the important parts of this factory and being informed exactly what happens here at this factory. The media now has been asked just to stay put and not to move, and just to allow only the health officials to go through with the president right now. So, as you can see, we have been asked to stay put and hang 10 here because only the health officials and government officials are now being allowed to go through. Let's just quickly talk to Spokazi. Spokazi, you had an interview earlier on with the president. How do you feel about being part of this team that has come up with the solution?
It feels amazing to be part of a team that's going to bring change to the world at large, not just looking at Africa, but looking at the whole world.
And how was the whole process for you? I'm sure it was quite a learning curve for you because obviously we haven't had a pandemic this big before, and now you're coming with a solution, the vaccine in Gqeberha. How was the entire process a learning curve for you?
It wasn't easy, but eventually we got to it and we managed to. It's all about the values of our company, teamwork, innovative, and yeah, working as a team brings everything back into play.
How did you feel when you first heard that Aspen is going to be one of the producers of the vaccine virus? Were you shocked, or you scared, or you like, good challenge, bring it on?
Yeah, no, it was a good challenge. It was like, we're ready for this. We have the capacity, we have the facility, we have very educated and employees that can actually do that. So we did that.
Just lastly, you spoke about the technology that is state of the art. Take us through exactly what role did the high technology play in making this a reality?
Can you please repeat the question?
You talked about the technology and how good it was. What kind of technology do you have here at this facility that made this process possible?
This place is made an awesome. It's awesome because we are using high automated equipment, and it works in sterile environments, clean, so very minimum contamination to the product, very minimum hazardous.
Obviously comply with all the regulations of safety and sterility as well.
All the requirements of safety, all the requirements of health, all the...
Yeah. Also, I spoke to earlier on, one of your technicians said that you guys are able to compete on a global scale. It's not just something that you guys do locally, but also in terms of competing globally, you guys are on par with international standards.
Yes, that's true.
Well, that was Ms. Spokazi Teta. She is a manufacturing technologist here at Aspen, saying that when they were initially told that Aspen is going to produce the J&G or manufacture the J&G vaccine, she was obviously quite scared, quite nervous. But after all, she said she was excited and said, you know what, this facility has got state-of-the-art technology, state-of-the-art equipment to make sure that they can produce this vaccine. She says that there's good teamwork, good team morale, and a togetherness. And she says that she's so excited to be part of the team that's now bringing solutions to the COVID pandemic that's plaguing the country. So she's excited. A young lady from Mpumalanga, DD president, saying that he's excited that one of his own from his province is also now representing his province here, producing a vaccine that's going to help in terms of bringing solutions and also health solutions to those that are wanting to be vaccinated in the country. You are aware that the Department of Health has started the first phase in the Eastern Cape. They want to vaccinate 200,000 health workers by the end of May. So this facility is going to play a part in that. It's going to make sure that the target in terms of health workers is reached, and also the target in terms of the mass rollout is also reached, because the Eastern Cape has a high number of deaths, just over 11,000. So there is a dire need for the vaccine right now, not only among health workers, but also among the vast majority of people in this province and also in the city. But for now, let's go back to you in the studio.